So a bunch of liberals felt compelled to show up at some podunk town hall meeting in Iowa to sit and listen to a billionaire talk. And one of the local half-wits opened her mouth.
Sally, and I'm from Dubuque.
Okay.
Dubuque, and it's going to be a comment that maybe, but through all of this and through the time that he's been president, he reminds me of Hitler. I just keep thinking, what's the difference between him and Hitler?
You half-wit. What's the difference? I can't think of any. Hitler started World War II, killed 6 million Jews, 15 million Russians, hundreds of thousands of Poles, French, Americans. But we're just going to marginalize all that death and destruction. And the president of Israel supports Trump. And Trump's daughter married a Jew. But Trump is still Hitler.
Well, Hitler really strikes me. And I think, and then you just mentioned what he's doing to families at the border. That's what Hitler did.
Oh.
Tore families apart.
So every country has immigration laws. We just happen to be the only country that doesn't enforce our laws. But if Trump tries to enforce existing immigration law, he's now Hitler.
Mr. Trump he really is an incredibly skillful and talented communicator. He really is. Which Hitler was too.
You know, Barack Obama was a skillful speaker too. Just like Hitler.
But let's not, and I think the reason people push back against the Hitler comparison.
The reason people push back is because you have jumped the shark when you start childishly calling Trump Hitler. You're desperate because your beloved candidate Hillary lost.
Regardless of any similarities, is Hitler ended up killing millions and millions of people.
Whoa, it's a slippery slope. Well, you know, we sure dodged a bullet with Obama because Obama could have killed millions and millions of people. He had the hallmark signs of a vicious dictator. He was a skilled speaker. But so Trump, he might become Hitler, so we must preemptively impeach him. And heck, aliens might invade Los Angeles before sundown, so I should pack up and move to Lancaster before rush hour.
And Mr. Trump has shown a disregard for our law.
Really?
He breaks the law. He has shown a disrespect for the idea of law.
Well, Tom, you really ought to contact Robert Mueller because he's been looking for a crime, searching for a crime for like 2 years now, and he can't find anything. If you've got some insider information, you ought to contact Mr. Mueller.
And in many ways, he has done things that I find abhorrent.
Yeah, there we go. That's what this is about. You don't like Trump, you don't like his politics or his personality, so you become unhinged.
Or I find abhorrent. But he hasn't killed millions of people. And so, I agree. Look, that's why we want to impeach him. We'd like to end it here while it's still okay.
Yeah, he hasn't killed millions of people, but he's probably going to. Be very afraid.
But that is I think that's why people push back so hard, because that is a very big difference. We haven't gotten to that point. God bless us. Let's hope we never get anywhere near that point.
You ever notice how the people who accuse others of being Nazis, they themselves always follow that Hitler-esque, Stalin-esque ideology? When you see someone you disagree with, paint them as having broken the law, as being dangerous, and you whip the peasants up into a frenzy into believing your lies. You might convince the gullible half-wits out there, and you might get the Democrats who are just playing along to vote against Trump. But the 10% of swing voters who decide elections aren't buying this unhinged Tom Steyer lunacy. And by the way, you Yahoos out in Iowa, you might want to take a look at California and see what the liberals have done to screw up California.